Who invented schools? The history of schools. Ever wondered who invented school? Why we gather in buildings, sit in rows, and learn by bells? Is there a single person who said, "Let's make kids study every day"? Let's go deep into the history of one of humanity's oldest institutions, school. Learning has always existed, even before humans. Animals learn from their parents. Early humans taught their young how to hunt, gather, and survive, but there were no buildings, blackboards, or classrooms. The earliest schools were families and tribes. Knowledge was passed down by storytelling and experience. It was practical, hands-on, and essential for survival. But as societies grew more complex, we needed more than hunting skills. We needed reading, writing, math, law, and religion. That's when formal education was born. One of the first known schools appeared in ancient Sumer, around 2500 BCE. It was called the Idaba, meaning tablet house. Boys were trained to read and write cuneiform on clay tablets. They were taught by strict teachers using harsh discipline. These schools trained scribes, essential for temples and kings. Education was a privilege of the elite, not for everyone. In ancient Egypt, schools trained priests, architects, and officials. They learned math, astronomy, and hieroglyphs. Again, mostly boys, especially sons of the wealthy. India had gurukuls thousands of years ago. Students lived with their teacher, the guru. They studied sacred texts, philosophy, grammar, and warfare. In China, Confucius changed education forever. He believed learning should be for everyone, not just nobles. Confucian schools taught ethics, poetry, and history. They helped create the world's first civil service exams. Greece gave us the word school, from sholp, meaning leisure. Yes, school was once a luxury, not a burden. Plato founded the Academy in Athens. Around 387 BCE, Aristotle founded the Lyceum. They debated, reasoned, and questioned everything. But Greek schools were only for free boys, no girls or slaves. Rome adopted Greek methods but added law and military strategy. Roman schools were more practical and organized. Still, schools remained for the upper class. During the Middle Ages, education moved into monasteries. Monks preserved knowledge and copied manuscripts by hand. Cathedral schools taught Latin, logic, and theology. These evolved into medieval universities like Oxford and Bologna. By the 12th century, education was spreading across Europe. Universities were forming, lectures were common, and libraries grew. But still, education was for the rich and religious. Then came the printing press in the 15th century. Books became cheaper. Ideas spread faster. Education became more accessible. Slowly. In 17th century Europe, thinkers like Comenius argued that all children should be educated. He introduced illustrated textbooks and age-appropriate learning. The idea of public schooling started to take shape in the 18th century. Prussia, now part of Germany, created the first compulsory school system. All children had to attend school, learn reading, math, and obedience. This Prussian model influenced the modern school system globally. In the 1800s, Horace Mann pushed for public schools in the U.S. He called education the Great Equalizer. Soon, schools became mandatory across American states. In the 20th century, schools spread worldwide. Girls gained access. Racial barriers were slowly broken. Education became a right, not a privilege. But the structure remained familiar. Classrooms, desks, bells, exams, grades. Some praised it, saying it builds discipline and skills. Others criticized it, saying it kills creativity and joy. Today's education is evolving again. Online learning, AI tutors, homeschooling. New methods are challenging the old system, yet the idea behind school remains the same: to pass on knowledge, to shape minds, to prepare us for the future. So who invented school? There wasn't one inventor. School is a human invention that evolved over 5,000 years, from clay tablets in Sumer to Zoom classes across the globe. School continues to change with the times. Love it or hate it, school has shaped our world, and its story is far from over. If you enjoyed this journey into the classroom of history, like the video, subscribe to Flashback Facts, and comment below. What historical origin should we uncover next?